Mid focus? Alright, now we're in focus. Okay, the game I'm about to talk about right now is so stupid and it's so creepy and so weird that I figured I just had to talk about it. That game is Pantsu Hunter, and honestly, it might be the worst game on the Switch. So over the years, I've played a lot of less than desirable titles, and I've always found a silver lining around them. Whether it be so bad it's so good, or it's just so bad it just makes me laugh and kind of helps me tune out and just focus on something else. But every so often, I come across something that's so bad and it's so stupid that I can't even find a reason to play it, and that's where Pantsu Hunter comes in. Pantsu Hunter is a dating sim, sort of. It's also a point-and-click visual novel, sort of as well. Okay, this is where it gets really stupid. Throughout the game, you learn to love women for who they are on the inside and not just on the outside by stealing their underwear. Pantsu Hunter is a game where you play as a turbo simp who wants to find true love, but also wants to be the creepiest person in the world.
Okay, you're kind of strange.
Okay, yeah, so I get it. I'm not the target demo for this, and that's fine. Because if you check the game's Steam page, YouTube reviews, and Metacritic, people seem to actually like this game. And while I get that this game is totally for a specific type of guy or girl, its subject matter is just so weird. And honestly, I still can't figure out if this game is a parody on this kind of weird online dating sims or if it's a serious take in the genre. Also, for some reason, nobody actually seems to address the biggest flaw here. It's fucking boring. Okay, those are strong words. Let's get into that. On a technical level, this game is probably one of the most frustrating point-and-click adventures I've ever played, for more reasons than one. The controls are a mess, and you'll do this a lot. It's clearly obvious this game was designed to be played with a mouse and keyboard, and I can't totally fault what I'm assuming is a small development team for not implementing a mouse pointer on the Switch perfectly. But the simple fact that I didn't realize I could show on-screen prompts for what I should be looking for until after beating the game, when I went back to capture footage, says a lot about how sloppy and rushed this game design is. The puzzles in this game are pretty boring, and rarely involve anything other than simple if this then that logic. But where Pantsu Hunter gets even weirder is the outcome of your decisions. In the game you have a checklist of sorts, which involves the true ending to each chapter as well as multiple smaller scenarios. This can involve acquiring items, not getting kicked out of the house, and just finishing the job like you're supposed to when you get there. And that's pretty much it as far as gameplay goes. Throughout the campaign, you go to someone's house to do some handiwork or whatever odd job you con these women into, and then you start hunting, deceiving, and just outright manipulating these women to get their underwear to see if they're worthy of your time. And that's where the game gets really questionable. I couldn't quite figure out if the game was a satirical take on the dating visual novel genre, or if it really took itself seriously. This is due to the fact that some of the deaths and conversations were humorous, like dying for sitting in a chair, or when you just creep out a girl and they kick you out.
Are you an idiot? No!
But some of the other fail or end states kind of gave me the impression that somewhere there's an alternative uncensored cut of the game where the main character turned his girlfriends into lampshades or something. It's that kind of game. There's a definite serial killer vibe throughout the game, and quite frankly, I was waiting for it to take a turn. And honestly, if this turned out to be horror, that probably would have made this game less boring. But that didn't happen. Instead, I was treated to a game that, while clunky and a pretty standard visual novel, was just plain creepy. Look, I'm a big fan of anime, and I've been reading manga almost my entire life, so I understand that some humor in that genre might come off a bit awkward or flamboyant when compared to typical Western humor. But Pantsu Hunter just isn't a waifu sim that's lost in translation. The game's narrative and tone is just really creepy. From the chapter select screen, reminiscing a missing persons file, to the inner monologue from the protagonist, and just how demeaning he is to these women. I rarely get offended or bothered by anything. And as someone who seems to be a magnet for just really weird people my whole life, it takes a lot to really make me feel uneasy. But somehow this stupid Switch game bothered me enough that I figured I had to make this video just to kind of tell people how weird it is. While I know that games like this are all over the place on the PC, it's strange seeing a game like Pantsu Hunter pop up on Nintendo's store. Also, side note, seriously, Nintendo, you have to unban me from Smash. I downloaded a map where Mario was doing acid, but I didn't make it. I don't know why I got in trouble. I just did, come on. Now, full disclosure, I didn't actually buy this game. I was given a code about a year ago, and I couldn't quite figure out how to cover this for a real outlet, so don't go thinking I spent the equivalent of 5 Doritos tacos and a Mountain Dew on this, which is still probably healthier for me in the long run. All in all, Pantsu Hunter back to the 90s is just not that great. While the art style and presentation is a decent love letter to classic animes from the 90s, the writing, atrocious gameplay, and just overall beta male fantasy plot makes this one of the stupidest games I've ever played. But at least it's not Anthem. Hey everybody, thanks for watching that one. Kind of a different thing, you know, the last two videos I put out were like really serious about actual topics I find interesting, and yeah, I've actually been wanting to cover this game for a while, but I never quite knew how to do it, and I figured now would be the time because it's a pretty scary game, which is just perfect for Halloween. I don't know why I did that, I just have Halloween lights up, but I don't know, I imagine something spooky back there. And yeah, October is here. It's my favorite month of the year with my favorite holiday of the year. So I'm going to try to cover a few Halloween games here and on Tech Raptor. So yeah, if you like this, be sure to check out that page. There's some other guys that do better videos than me, that's for sure. Yeah, so yeah, do that thing everyone says to do at the end of a video, but don't feel pressure to do it because that is stupid. But what isn't stupid is doing something nice to someone. You know, pumpkin spices in the air, we're about to hit Halloween. Go make the world a better place. All right, until next time, take care.